should sign already.
Just hurry, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, showing it on me, please. Okay, we're here to public request the court appearances. Hello, are you conducting business at this time?
They're working on it.
Okay. Are you a public service agent? Or are you one of the people just getting your process taken care of?
No, I work for property management.
Property management?
Mm-hmm.
In this building?
No.
Okay. They're not quick to come and assist people, definitely. That's one thing. Okay, here, somebody's coming. I would like to Freedom of Information Act request all the court appearances of mine, the Zoom calls and the
recordings?
Yeah, the in private yeah.
If you'll fill that first part out, and then it takes a little time to get it all downloaded. Right, you're a party of it, so there's no fee.
Yeah, but there should not be a fee for anybody. Like I was asking him if he did this. I was asking him if he did this one with that. That's why we left and we came back. Because he told me that you guys tried to tell him that he had to pay $25 for public information.
Yep. So if you read that,
But Miss,
a CD, a copy of the CD.
Yeah, but Miss, you guys gotta realize, I know what you've been trained and what you guys have been told to do, but that is unlawful.
Okay, well if you want to fill it out for you,
The thing about it is
fill that out.
yeah, but I want him to be able to fill it out too.
He can fill it. He can
His
actually
own.
fill it out.
But he is not to get charged $25 for public information. What you guys are custodial of is not your information.
If you
It's
would like
public
to fill that
information.
form out,
Is all I'm saying.
that's
You know,
fine. Fill
I'm
the
not
form
telling you
out,
what to do, but in
and
the
I will get it
future,
recorded.
don't allow yourself to be recorded on camera trying to tell somebody that they have to pay for public information of which they have a right to.
It's a $25
Okay.
fee for a disc if you're not a party to the
No.
Yes, yes.
Those discs are not yours.
To fill
Those are not
it
your
out.
discs. Those have been paid for by taxpayer money. They're not paid for by your money.
I will happily record all the hearings.
On top of it,
Please fill that out and
Miss.
return that back to me.
Miss, you're
I'm
trying.
not gonna argue with
I know, I'm not arguing. You're trying to tell me it's going to come to me on a CD, and what I'm telling you is that I want my copy sent to my email on an EMPP form. I don't care what you do.
That's what we do.
That's not proper. That's not right, and that's not just.
Form CD only.
Miss,
I'm telling you.
Miss,
If you'd like
this
to
is not
put
even the
it
form I'm
on
going to fill this out on.
the
Can I have a piece of white paper from
put
the
it on the back of that.
office?
If you want to request
There's a
an
piece of
email,
white paper in one of these publicly.
put it on the back of that and put your
Okay,
request.
you guys, this happens in the United States every day. We're seeing this with civic duty going into his public offices and attempting to gain access to his public records, and they're doing the same thing to him. And now this one over here, let me see your phone real quick. This is the office where she works and where she stays. She's got an effigy of peace on the wall, but she's providing no peace. She's providing
Blank white paper for your written request. Okay? If
Thank you,
want
miss.
the CD request form, I'm going to require that.
May I
Anything
get
else?
your
Any other
name
type
and your
of-
position with the?
Any other type of request, we'll take it, we'll give it to the judge and see approval.
Okay,
This is what we provide is the CD request.
Miss, may I get your name and employee number
I don't have an employee number, but my name is Danielle,
and your position?
Tonopah Justice Court Clerk.
Danielle what?
Skiles.
Okay, thank you. And may I
You're
get her
welcome.
name
Can
too?
you fill out your request? And we'll get
Yes,
it.
I'll fill out my request at my own leisure, but what was her name? Miss? May I have your name and the position with the county? Thank you, Miss Amy. That way I'll be able to, if in the future, if I need to, I need to know who you are in the office so that I can prove that you are present. Miss, may I have your name and position with the county? Okay, she was on video and she just walked by acting like she was the Miss Priss hot stuff that doesn't have to give a name and a position. They almost act like they don't work here. May I get this Mrs. name and employment with the? No, you're saying that you're trying to help me. Don't worry. I'm just narrating for the public, okay? I'm not narrating for you guys. I'm narrating for the public. What was this lady here? His name and policy would dictate that you guys should, if employed, state affirmatively why you guys are working in this office to begin with. Miss, what was your name and your position here at this public building? No, it's not a comment. It's a name. It's your name, your employee name, and your employee and your position. Miss,
You're making me uncomfortable, and I don't.
you're a public service agent. If you feel uncomfortable, you should have got a job in the private sector. We have the right to record our public service agents in the course of their public duty. If you want privacy, you must create it. So we got her on camera. We will inspect all the things. We'll match her up. If anybody in the comment section knows who this lady is, please feel free to provide that information. They're all going to go back there, so they can't be helped. Will you go get the sheriff's department? Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Okay, they all went back there so that we couldn't be helped. Let's here, you hold that. We'll go get the sheriff's department right now, real quick. I need assistance by a deputy over here in the courtroom because they've absconded from their duties. Yeah, they absconded from their duties over there. They didn't want to give their name or position with the public building, and then they got all, and they went and absconded from their duties, public duties. I have the right to be served, and I do not appreciate those ladies in there acting like they own the public and acting like they can just get up and not serve the public. That was egregious, and that was against their protocols and everything else.
So I did hear the deputies are on their way back to the.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yes, because this needs to be, they need to go into there and inform those ladies that they have an obligated duty pursuant to their oath to the public to not get up and walk away like that, to withhold information. The one lady said, we got it on video that the lady said, I don't have to give you any information or something like that. Okay?
Okay, well, they should be coming through in just about 2 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were all in the building before. I'm gonna stand here. Oh, probably not right here. As soon as somebody,
Yeah, if I could just get copies of all of
as
it.
soon as this lady,
I don't
comes.
need the lease, that's for you.
I'll step in here. Go to this lady.
I'm still waiting, she's
Okay.
getting me copies.
All right. Deputies. These ladies most definitely have a public duty to serve the public. They cannot be sitting here treating me like, oh, you're making me uncomfortable, so I don't have to serve you today. That's not part of the policies. That's not part of the program. That's not part of anything. Come on, no public service agent. Mr. Rumker, I have a right to be served. These ladies here got up, abandoned their post. What they did was what did I call it? They were absconded from their duty. They didn't. One of the ladies in there acted like she didn't. I was asking her for her name and her position with the place, so that because one of them was acting like as if they didn't have to properly serve me. So then I was asking for.
May I ask who's by you, sir?
What?
May I ask who's by you?
Oh yeah, you can squeeze by me. Yes, sir. I was holding the door for the lady.
Thank
Here you go.
Thanks, guys.
What are you talking? What needs to be
I
signed?
need their names and employee position what they're doing inside there,
Okay.
so that I can use it on a report or for
Okay.
my future usages, because the one lady was trying for one they're trying to charge. We left, right? I asked him, did you file a Freedom of Information Act for the court records, the court hearings?
Yeah.
The Zoom and all the ones I've appeared in, like with this thing here.
Okay.
And they told him he told me he didn't get it because they were going to charge him $25 for the CD. Okay.
Okay.
And I came back to get my public records request filed, and she acted like, oh yeah, we'll just do that because you're a party. She tried to say, right? And that's egregiously against everything that she's supposed to do for this gentleman right here. She's supposed to protect us equally, okay? And he has the right to public information. He is a member of the public. I have the right to public information, and they have no right to hold public information.
So
Okay.
I'm not. So
On top of it, they're trying to charge a fee, $25 for public information. When you have a right to public information, sir, why are you paying for public information? And that's what I was saying. Reason why I want to ask them: are they frauding the public? Are they? They might try to pull some shit with me.
give me 1 second, okay? Canine too.
Come on in here so we can have this conversation in here where they can hear this.
I gotta let dispatch know I'm out here.
Okay. Did you take care of your dog?
Huh? No, not yet. I didn't get a chance
Dang
to
it. You know, where's this other deputy? Where'd that other deputy go to? Let me guess, he went back in the back room to get.
I think he's talking to them to find
Yeah.
out what's going on.
Sir, they have our form of opinion. We already got it on the camera.
How are
Recording.
you?
Canine too.
Good, let's heal.
They, the one lady said, "You're making me feel uncomfortable." You know what I told her? I said, "Well, guess what? You should have thought about that before you got a job in the public sector. If you're uncomfortable with your duty here, you need to get a job in the private sector, or you should think about employment in the private sector." She does not have the duty to get to feel uncomfortable. You know, her fucking subjective feelings have no bearing on what needs to be served today. She has a duty to serve. If she cannot fulfill that duty, she needs to get out of the office.
Let me try to get through to.
Oh, I didn't even see you.
You too, sir. Okay, which one of these ladies? Could you have all the ladies come up here so I can identify them?
So the judge doesn't want to do that.
Okay.
It's confidential stuff, so he doesn't want to record it here either because of the exposure.
Yeah,
of
right.
Confidential information.
That's not true, guy. Sorry.
So he wants to please him the best we can, but also it's time for him to go because they've done what they can for him.
Yeah, this is a public building, and if I'm free to stay, I'm free to leave. If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. And the thing about it, you guys, is that the thing is you guys are supposed to be upholding the public trust for the sole benefit of the people. Okay, I just informed him of that. Notice that him as agent is noticed to primary, which is Nye County as the administration, right? As the agency. So when I tell you guys something like that, that is I'm actually telling your agency that, not necessarily you. Okay, and it is law in this country that I have a right to be in this public building. I even have the NRS Chapter 4.362 or something like this. It's called denomination of justice court, or denomination of court. It says where justice of the peace holds court is a denominated justice court, and you can you know, I don't have to inform you guys of the law. You guys should know it. It's the NRS. That's not even the law. That's a provision of law regulating his or her official duty. Okay, and I have a right to be served. I have a right to be in this office. This is the lobby. I'm not asking to step back here.
Okay.
And on top of that, these ladies swore an oath, public oath to serve the public, and they are not to sit up here and tell the public what the public needs. The public, they're here to serve the public for the public, what the public needs, not what they need.
What do you want from them?
Simple, what I came in here for was a Freedom of Information Act request.
Okay.
But also,
Yeah, alright,
But also, sir, this guy tried to get the same Freedom of Information Act request, and they tried to charge him $25.
well, they're allowed to
Okay.
charge fees.
No. Okay, we are the public. We have a right to public information. Okay.
Are you
This
charged-
information is not the court's to hold.
Are you charged taxes?
That's not
So this is
the
the
same
same
as the
thing.
conversation.
Okay.
No, listen. For one, you can ask me for taxes, but you cannot force me to pay taxes. So if I, you know how they tried to prosecute President Trump for tax evasion? Well, Mr. Trump has no duty to disclose taxes. Okay, it's like if you had a doctor issue and I was asking you about what's wrong with you. You don't seem to have anything wrong with you. What's wrong with you, sir? I want to know exactly what's wrong with you. You have a right to withhold that information because that's between you and the hospital or the public, the officer. That's just as how your tax,
Okay,
your tax stuff is
you guys
between
are
you
here-
and the IRS, not between you and.
You guys are here for
this
the
agency?
Freedom of Information Act, right? You wanna-
Yes, sir.
So you want to submit a request for freedom of information?
Yes,
Okay.
and in the past, I've asked for Freedom of Information Act request.
Mhm.
They are skirting me on one unlawfully, beyond the act. Okay.
Again, that's like, I've heard him tell you before, that's above our pay grade.
Yeah, but
You can't-
you know
you can't
he
force-
said pay grade. You see that? Okay, the public, people of the public, just to notice that this guy says pay grade, or he calls his employment a job. His employment is a service to the public trust and not that of a job. Government is not a business that you guys can charge fees for. Okay, government
Can I
is a public
explain-
trust.
Can I explain what's going on, all right? And the thing with the fee, all right? You can get the information, hold on, let me finish.
I'm not a fee paying customer. I am an American.
Let me explain it to
Okay.
you. They will not charge you a fee for the CD.
I know.
It's because
I want,
someone not,
and that's what I said.
It's because
Okay,
he
now this is the
requested it,
protest here.
okay?
Okay, this is the rub.
Okay.
This is why they got all sensitive and acted like they had more rights than me. Okay, this is where the rub was because I asked him. I said, "Did you get that Did you Freedom of Information Act request that information?" And he said, "I attempted to Freedom of Information Act request that information, and they told me that they would not give it to me unless I paid $25
that's
per
fact.
or whatever."
Because,
No, but
and let me
no, that
explain
is
why.
not a fact. Please, sir.
No, I'm telling you, yes, that's what they said.
Have you read
because-
FOIA?
Okay,
Freedom of
listen,
Information
are you
Act
gonna
request.
let me explain it to you or not?
Sir,
I'm trying to explain it to you, okay? Because
I don't
because
need
I
your
think it's a
explanation.
misunderstanding.
I don't need your
You don't
information.
need
I
it?
need your
Okay,
services.
then
sir.
I'm
And
trying
you're
to,
doing a
I'm
very
trying
good
to
job
help
by being here because what you are doing is being here to witness a mediation between me, the public, and these people's pecuniary duty to serve that public.
you.
Okay?
And I'm trying to explain to you, all right? I'm trying to do my job by explaining to you exactly what they're trying to tell you. You
See,
can
you're
get the
calling it a
information,
job too, sir.
you can
It's
get the
not a job,
information
it's a
for
public
free.
trust,
You
okay?
can get the information for free. If
I
you
can
want
get the
the,
information for free for somebody else too. Listen,
they
the
cannot
thing
do
is
that.
I have a right to defend my neighbor. I have a right to argue for my neighbor, and I also have a right to public information. This information is not theirs to hold. This is public information. They are public service agents, not that of owners of this information.
I'm not in charge of their
They are
office or
not
anyone.
owners.
Okay,
They are not the owners. We are the owners. Okay, we're the public. I showed you. I just read that. That was the last thing that I read to you before I took off, and I took off because I respected you as the
Mhm.
you even out there in Gabs when you were talking to me, you didn't seem like an egregious PRICK. Okay,
I try not to be.
you have the visualization of that cop, but you have not showed anything towards being that cop, which is way better than being the visualization of one of those type of cops.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You got the handlebar mustache, you got the bald head, you got the uniform on all tight and proper, which is cool,
Trying to be
commendable and
professional,
everything,
yeah.
but you're not in a profession, okay?
Okay.
Arizona already made this a point that you guys are not in a profession. You guys are serving a public trust. This is not a profession. As they
It's a
do call it an
profession,
employment.
all right?
But sir, that's because you're getting paid for this, which you're not even supposed to be doing. You know how they got that defunded cops?
And I consider myself lucky.
No,
Because I
you
did get
signed
paid
an
for it.
oath. You signed an oath to serve and protect the Constitution. That is that's serving the public trust. And that's an honorable thing. That's where the honor comes from. Okay? It's because you didn't have to, but you made the conscious decision to sign your name up. Now your legal name became duty bound. Okay? You are not just one of the people no more. You are actually a public service agent. Okay? And when you gave that public service oath, I've seen many of them do it. It's on the computer. If you have a smartphone, you can pull up the public service oath right now for me. You don't have to, but it was just like I said. You should be the one showing me the ethics manual. I shouldn't be the one showing you the ethics manual. Like when I bring up that provision, you should be the one quick to show me. Yeah, I see this. I agree. You see what I'm saying? But you're under the impression that what you're performing is a job and not a service. Even though you could say all day long, but like this guy said, it was above his pay grade. And a lot of officers either say it's above my pay grade, or they say, what do they say? They say,
Well, that was
I don't get paid enough for that. That's what they say. They either say it's above their pay grade, or that they don't get paid enough.
well, that was kind of an idiom, meaning there's people with different educations
I understand
that would
that,
better
sir.
handle that.
Yeah, I comprehend that
Yeah,
notion.
so what I'm saying
that
is
you were
there's
just saying a figure of
Exactly,
speech.
it's not my area of expertise.
And that's why I'm trying. That's why I'm
That's,
speaking
you know,
in a manner as to educate right now, and not to condemn. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm not condemning in this thing. I'm educating you guys.
Yes.
Okay, and that's why I want to make point of this. Okay, I can go through this entire page, and I will not see a statute that backs the fact that they're charging fees for public information. Okay, what happens in that courtroom is public information. Okay, pursuant to Chapter 4. 063 or something, or 630 or 603 or something like this. Chapter 4, it's denomination of court, where held, right?
Okay.
And this is when court is held by a justice of the peace, it is denominated a justice court, okay? And it says, justice courts shall have no terms and remain open. He just has recently got his collarbone broken.
You good?
I'm
Do you
he
want
read
me to
dirt
do
bike.
it?
Show him your scar.
Do you
Oh,
want me
wow.
do you want me to come check you out?
No, he's just stretching. Now listen, guys. Okay, that chapter 4 says that this is a justice court when held by a justice of the peace. Well, it says right there that they should have no terms and always be open. Okay, that means when you look up what is open court, it says open to the public. Okay, you can look it up, legal and lawful definition. Okay, now then it also says, you say what are terms? Well, terms are terms and conditions set on a situation. Okay, and it specifically says in the NRS that justice of the peace are supposed to set no terms, and that the court is always a court where held by
To
justice of the
remain
peace is to
open at
remain
all
open.
times.
Always, it says always open, and that's per NRS. That's not my opinion. I brought the NRSs today. I showed Cobb numerous times.
Can
okay.
we get back to the subject at hand? which
This is the
your
subject
Freedom
at hand,
of
sir. And
Information,
while it
okay?
seems a little bit uncomfortable and lengthy, this is a very big public service that you guys are doing. Because when I came in here to get my public information, which I have a right to, in a public lobby, which I have a right to be, addressing my public service agents, which they are duty bound to perform, they all didn't want to give their names, all of them. This lady upheld her
So
policy.
you requested the information, correct?
She gave her name and employment with the thing here. So for all intents and purposes, that lady had committed no violation. But and that lady back there also, okay? But this lady right here egregiously committed a violation of NRS. And the other one that was brazenly came through that door, walking through the office, I said, all I said was, "Miss, can I get your name and position with the public building?" And she just walked by like she don't have to. And that's why I want you guys here, because you guys are the mediator between us, the public, and them, the public service agent. And you guys can go back there and tell them that, hey, listen, you're here today. You know, I'll FOIA request their employment record and find out if they were on the clock today. Because if they were on the clock and they pulled that stunt, then we got more to talk about than
So
just my
what would you
opinion.
like us to do exactly?
The ones I asked for their name and employment, that's How am I supposed to file a grievance against these people, which I am secured under the First Amendment to do, if I can't get their employee name and number, name or their position, their number? I asked for an employee number, which they should have. I believe the lady said she didn't have an employee number, and I don't believe that to be true. I believe that each one of you employees is issued a number. They call your guys' badge number, and they call they have a standardized employee number. Okay, and that was like what Cobb said. I told him that he's supposed to be upholding the ethics of the state, and he said I'm not an elected official. Why am I the one that's supposed to be teaching? I was having to teach you guys. You guys should be the ones that are proud to teach me. That freaking no, Mr. Cobb. That's not. It doesn't say you have to be elected. NRS 281A, which is the ethics policy for this state under NRS, it's listed under NRS 281A.
So what you want, if I'm
He
getting
tried to
this
say
correctly-
that he is not elected. It says officer or employee, Mr. Cobb, and you are an officer or employee. It says nothing about elected. It does say about elected when it says on what time you're supposed to file your ethics acknowledgement standard form, okay? But it doesn't say anything about having to be elected to be an officer or employee. You guys, to be an officer or employee in the state of Nevada, you guys can either be elected or appointed, okay? Appointed means through friggin' application, which you guys probably performed along with a bond and other things to go along with your badge, you know, that are honorable when upheld and regulated in an awesome in an ethical manner, yes, which are honorable. But when these regulations are not being enforced and upheld, we get what we have here today. A bunch of public service agents that think that they don't have to answer no questions and think that you're the one that has to answer all the questions. In fact, they're actually trying to get us people, the public. I have no problem with me being a party to this matter, that I should get my public information free.
Yeah.
But also, I could be a Joe Schmo that they don't even freaking know. And yes, that was a rhyme. But when I come in here, I could have my neighbor down the street, and I could, he doesn't even know I'm in here asking for his public information. But if I come in here and ask for my neighbor down the street that has not even no knowledge of me asking for this public information, these public officials have a duty to transparency and accountability to provide that public
And they
information.
charge $25 for that if you're not involved.
That's fraud. It's fraud.
That's
Is
So-
the state agency doing it, or is the Nye County agency doing it? Who's employing you guys to
So-
charge $25 to a
so
American?
you're saying you guys,
the-
this is not us. I'm not charging.
We
you
have a
anything.
right. We as
All right?
Americans have a right to public
Okay.
information.
That's
They
what they
are
charge.
withholding public
That's what they
information. That's
charge
called
here.
obstruction of justice.
If you ask for it, you get it for free.
No, if
All
he
right.
asked for it and he is denied that public information, that is
He
obstruction of
wasn't
justice.
denied. He was told it's
Yes, he
$25.
was. He was told he had to pay $25 for information
That's
that's
not being
public.
denied.
No,
That's being charged.
that's putting a
right?
term. Mr. Rumker, I'm expressing myself right now.
I got
And
you.
what you're telling me is
I'm telling you what they said.
I know it to be unfactual, and I'm not blaming it on you. You're telling me what they said, and
Yep.
I'm on the comprehension of that. But what I'm telling you is that we have a right secured by the Constitution to public information, okay?
Okay.
And to put a fee, a term, or a condition on that right is any small taking of any partial taking of a right is an egregious whole taking, okay? If I tell you you can't wear black shoes, and I'm enforcing it like as if you don't have a say so on that, you're not only going to feel wronged, you're going to go out trying to figure out how you can get this wrong mediated, and if I'm successful in telling you can't wear black shoes, I'm going to think if I'm successful in telling you can't wear black shoes, I'm going to get it in my head that I can be successful to tell you that you can't wear shoes at all. Okay, and when I came in here years ago, I have a video on my YouTube channel about Mrs. Clapper telling me what I was wearing in court was against a tie, wasn't proper attire. I said, "Where's the tires at?" Because I'm not wearing a tire. I'm wearing clothing, and I'm comfortable in this clothing. She tried to tell me something about it. What did Mrs. Clapper tell me about my attire today?
Yep.
What did Mrs. Clapper tell me about
Well,
my attire today? I do not want you to interfere with the conversation. Thanks a lot, though.
I'm still listening.
Yeah, you know, he's gonna be just like Deputy Cobb, thinking, "Oh, listen, I'm listening to you. I must be the best guy in the whole world," but then never do anything about the egregious violation that these ladies perform.
What would you want us to do?
What I would want you to do
Let's have it.
is not. we got these ladies in here violating their standardized policy and the NRS.
And you know where they work, right?
The thing is listen, I'm not asking you to violate these ladies, okay? They actually committed a misdemeanor under NRS, okay? Now, I'm not asking you to violate any of these women in here, any of these public service agents in here. Not me. It is a thing for the public, all the public outside these walls and inside these public corridors.
So you're accusing them of committing a misdemeanor?
I'm not committing them at this time of committing a misdemeanor, but the NRS is.
Well, that's
Okay.
That's what I. So would you?
The NRS would say that any violation of law that any violation of what is it? It's provisions that regulate his or her official duty. It is known in the state of Nevada as a misdemeanor.
Okay. So
Okay, I believe it's NRS
And you're wanting them charged for not identifying.
That's what I'm
No,
getting to.
no.
That's
At this time, I don't want them charged.
Okay.
I want this to be an educational purpose.
So the judge can educate them on that if
For one, she's not a judge. She's a justice of the peace.
I'm not going to go into that stuff.
No,
Okay?
the NRS goes into it. It
Okay.
specifically
But
says
I'm
that
not going to.
a court where a justice of the peace is held is denominated
Okay.
a justice court. So she is not that of a court judge. She is that of a
Alright.
justice.
I'm not going to
a
go.
justice court.
Look, I'm not
She's
going
a
to go
justice
into
of the
that kind of
peace.
stuff. Okay? You can call her
She
justice of the
wasn't. She
peace judge,
wasn't.
whatever.
She wasn't employed.
She can explain that to her office.
She wasn't.
Alright? That is
She
not a law
wasn't elected
enforcement
or
issue.
appointed to be a
Alright.
judge. She was elected and appointed to be a justice of the peace.
Okay.
This is one of the issues I have, and it's not my
Okay.
opinion. This is an honorable issue, sir.
This is not.
This is an issue that the
Let me
NRS
explain.
taught me,
Let
not
me explain.
my own
This
opinion.
is not a law enforcement issue.
Yes, it
Alright?
is.
Them not identifying? No, they don't work for Knife County Sheriff's Office. Okay? This is not our thing. All right?
No, is it still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, don't record everybody's shoes, okay, babe? Because that's not going to show you who this man is that's making this comment. You see what I'm saying? This man's face should be in this video because he's honorably making this comment from his point of view, okay, of what he thinks he's doing. He thinks that that's all right. But now, Mr. Rumker, you just informed me that NRS has nothing to do with law enforcement.
That is not what I said.
And what
No,
did I tell you about law
did
enforcement?
you or did you not just state you don't want to charge them? Is that what you
At
stated?
this time, I do not
If
want
you
any
do
of
not,
these
then
women
it's not a
charged.
law enforcement issue.
Okay, yes.
As soon as someone says I don't want to press charges on this person,
Okay,
this is not a law enforcement
and
issue,
this is
correct?
where this is where you being a law enforcement agent can help me with this issue.
Sure. Maybe.
A lot of the times, if you watch the rest of the public, right? Say you've watched a couple YouTube videos, they say I won't press charges at this time if I can get an apology. You see what I'm saying? But you know what's so funny is that I'm just a member of the public, trying not to get screwed over by an entire agency, and at every turn I have agents coming to me, not willing to help me, but willing to ask me how they can help me, but at the same time just try to serve these ladies. Where's the lady at this desk and that desk right there? Where are they? This honorable lady right here is the only lady that came back. She's
I'm
actually
assuming
the
you're
only
doing
one-
your job. I don't know.
She's actually the only one in this office that hasn't violated today.
Okay.
Now, when I came up to this thing, at first I wasn't being helped. I came over and started narrating to the camera that, hey, look, they're not even getting up off their desk to come
Same
and
chicken.
give me help. All of a sudden, I can't remember her name, but she's real popular. The second desk back.
I'm not sure.
She's a good lady in private. You know, like you can tell that she's a decent human being. But as far as the way she performs her services to the public, is not with that conscientious performance of duty. What she did was act like, I don't have to. Says right here you have to pay $25, and $25 what you have to pay. Well, yeah, I know that what you're saying that is, but for the future, this is my brother-in-law right here. Okay, I don't know how many freaking people of this county that this agency has extorted out of $25 per their public information that they have a right to, which this office right here is unlawfully putting at.
You try to get Sam too.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like this. You guys are law enforcement officers, and I've told you guys that they're unlawfully withholding information unless people pay a fee, a term, or a condition.
Like I said, you fill that out, you can get it for free. Doesn't charge you a dime. Okay? So
You know why I got this is because I wasn't going to fill this out. You see this prescribed document.
And
You see how this prescribed document has not one NRS statute or
Okay.
provision of law on it?
it's not
that-
my form.
On this face, it's unenforceable, okay? And then, if they were even to try to make a state statute that would disagree with the United States Constitution, then they could try that all day long, but it would still not be enforceable, even if they put a state statute on here.
All I'm trying to
Come
explain
up,
to you.
Honorable Miss, come up with a constitutional provision that says that we must pay $25 for that CD,
You
and
don't
I'll be
have to
happy.
pay $25.
No, we don't.
You don't.
No, I wouldn't
Absolutely
if I
not.
even came in
And
here.
if he has a
I have the
case
right
that
to
involves
public
him, he
information,
doesn't
sir.
have to pay $25
I have a right to
either.
public information.
You do. And
He
that's
has
what
a
I tried
right
to
to public
explain to you.
information.
Fill that out, you can get the information.
Okay,
That's
and
that
this is
simple.
what we want. No, we want
Okay.
you to we want you to fill one out, and we want you to come away from this with the public information requested within 5 to 15 business days, and we want you to fill this out, and we want you to get the information for free. That's what we want today. That's what we want today. You're not a party to this except for your witness, and in fact, you are party to it. You know what I mean? These guys are so egregious that they think what's that they're doing, they can just keep on talking us out of everything. But no, you
I'm
guys
not
are
talking
actually
out of anything,
violating the
I'm
law.
trying to explain it to you.
Sir, I've already recognized in your voice tone and the way you worded it, not just that you said something that sounded constitutional, but the way you worded it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Showed me. I said, yeah, you just said that like a constitutional officer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I meant that. And you don't have to be a bad man, okay? You can go every day from this moment on being a better man, okay? An employee, okay? Let alone a man. Let's just start with employee, because that's the little thing. What you do as a man is even scarier. If, like, say you're taking advantage of people out on the road, say you're taking advantage of people in a cell, say you're taking advantage of people in a public lobby. Those are things that you do as a man. But when somebody that's a member of the public is in here informing you, and you have a right to look all this up. In fact, everything that I've said here today, you should look up, okay? And come to an understanding and a comprehension of the fact that these people do not own the public information. They don't even mediate the public information. They're what's known as custodial, okay, of this information. And when we request this information, we the people have a right to this information because we have a right to
And I'm
transparency
explaining to
and
you how you get
accountability.
that information.
Oh, I know how to get it. I know exactly how to get
Okay.
it, Mr. Runker. I know better than you how to get it.
Great.
It's called the Ethics Acknowledgement, or this is the Ethics in Government Act of 1978, which you are duty bound to uphold, and also the Freedom of Information Act, which you are duty
Okay.
bound to uphold. Okay, these are provisions of law that regulate his and her official conduct.
And that's what they require to get it.
No, FOIA don't. FOIA don't.
That's what they said.
No, this agency is acting unlawfully, and that's what I'm informing you of right now.
It's based on
By
their
charging a
personal gain.
fee, putting a term, a limit, or a condition on our right to public information. We have a goddamn right to public information. And that is a God inherent right.
And they've explained to you how you get that information.
And they
All right.
and no, putting a fee or a condition
So-
on that right is a taking
The
of
fee
the
only
right.
applies
Why
to
should
someone
people be
involved.
charged for
They-
it
what
if
they
it's
did
a
is
They're not
right?
getting charged a fee. If you
No,
ask
he
for
is
it,
involved because he's the public. It's public information.
it
He
is
has a
your
right to that.
case.
He has a
The
right
way
to
it
that
was explained to
information.
me, it is your case.
That's a
All
great.
right?
That's
Look,
that's
I can't continue trying to explain it to you if you're just going to cut me off and talk over me.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll just stop.
You see how he raised his
Okay.
voice and just as I tried
Yeah,
to make
because
his
you won't let
importance
me
better
talk.
than mine. My importance is not good, guys. Get my
You've
face
been
right
talking for 30 minutes.
now. My face is not, my importance. I'm informing this public service agent that he has a duty to make sure that these ladies uphold the NRS. I've informed him of certain things that the NRS regulates these people to do obligated standards, and they're just trying to act like my cares are. This is the exact reason why Jim Basinger was allowed to threaten me 4 times, while I was begging
didn't
Mr.
threaten
Means. I know you didn't. I'm not saying you did, sir.
All right.
You know, every time you try to talk to one of these public service agents, they always cut you off with something that they didn't do when you never said that they did. You know, when I say they, I'm talking about your whole damn agency.
Then stick with the sergeant then. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe he
But
can
you're a
explain it better
sergeant?
than me.
That's badass. Sir, Well, when we were leaving, you know, we're the people, right? We're the public. We, you know, no matter how much the government or the elite try to get us to focus on football, some of us don't focus merely on NFL football, and some of us actually read the statutes and ethical principles and the Constitution. Okay. And I can't speak for everybody in the public. Okay. But what I do know is that there's a 1978 act that was the Ethics in Government Act of 1978, okay? And that there's the Freedom of Information Act request, the Freedom of Information Act, okay?
All right.
That's a provision of law regulating his or her official conduct, okay? The way these ladies in here are supposed to conduct themselves is that when a member of the public asks for public information of which the public has a right to, these public service agents are not to give lip about any terms or conditions on that right. They are merely to take down. I shouldn't even be duty tasked to fill out this paper. I should be able to stand here with this Mrs., which is the Honorable Good Mrs. She's not even real at this time because there's not a Mrs. in the public room, which should be open at this time. This imaginary Mrs. would be an Honorable Mrs. She would say, "Hey, what can I help you with today, sir? Hi, I would like to file a Freedom of Information Act request." And then she should get out her piece of paper and she should go, "Okay, what will you be requesting today, sir?" I should say, "I need all court documents that pertain to the matter of Cheryl Willis Provost Guard." And then she shouldn't say, "Oh, let me see your ID. I need to prove that you're Cheryl Willis Provost Guard." No. Because this guy right here, that's not even my kin, he's a married in-law, right? Okay. He freaking has the right to public information just as well as any public member out there.
So are they asking you just to fill out a paper to request it?
No, they tried probable deniability at this time. They've offered me their prescribed form, right? Which I have no duty to fill it out. On top of it, like I could probably even go through here, watch, I bet you they want an address. Ooh, look at, they want an address. I have the right to be secure in my person's papers and effects, and I do not have to provide an ID or an address to get public information. Okay, that's number one. So that's why I have a problem with this form. This form is against the ethical standards of the state of Nevada and the United States government, okay, of the federal executive branch. This is putting a term and condition on my right to my public information. And his information that he files with the public, like if he takes his ass down to DMV and he files over his legal name for a registration, I have the right to go into the DMV and say, I'm requesting, I'd like to fill out a public request, please. And then the DMV lady should be like, okay, what are you requesting today? I would like to all registered public information. All information about this, I would say a man. Like my neighbor down the street doesn't need to know that I'm going in requesting information from a public building for me to get that information. I can go in unbeknownst to, like if I was your neighbor and you did something egregious that I found out that you were doing something with your registered, your publicly registered vehicle. It wasn't on your private, because you have a private automobile that you purchased with your own labor efforts, but you also have a personnel vehicle that you are allowed to take home at night. You see what I'm saying? Possibly.
Can I see what that is real quick?
This is an egregious attempt at fraud. They're trying to charge the American public a fee.
What they told me was if he fills out that paper, he can get the information that he wants for free. If someone else is requesting it, it's a $25 fee.
Yeah, Mr. Blackmore, that's bad information. That's bad information. Well, I can get my stuff for free. I know that. That's not the rub here. The rub here is that today he was told that he can't, and I would like this man right here to come to this desk right here and fill out the information that I asked him to come here to get. And I don't want any lip from these service agents. I want them to
They're telling you what they're required to give you.
Well,
and that's what they're giving you.
No.
All they said is that if you fill this out and just give
Mr.
it to him, that you
Blackburn,
don't have
please.
to pay the $25 that he would have to pay to get the
Mr.
information.
Blackburn, it's obvious that you have not read the Freedom of Information Act, nor the Ethics in Government Act of 1978. I can tell that just by the way that your demeanor is coming off to me right now. We're the members of the public. This gentleman right here is my brother-in-law, yes, but he's not kin to me except through a marriage, right? But this guy right here has a right to public information. A right has no terms or conditions. If I could place a term and condition on the sheriff's rights, it's just like I told him. If I could tell the sheriff I don't like him wearing black shoes, and I felt like I could enforce that, if I felt like I could enforce that, I could one day I could tell him he can't have shoes on at all. And that would be not nice. You see what I'm saying? Even to tell him that he can't wear black shoes would be not nice. That would be a violation of his rights. A simple taking of a right. If I just take a piece of this thing, and they needed this thing, you know what I mean? If they needed this embellishment right here to signify something, and I just took a piece of it, that would be a whole taking, not just a partial taking, because they needed that thing to be full and informed.
So, wait a minute,
You
what's
see
the
what I'm
difference
saying?
between him filling that out and you filling that out right now?
He's a member of the public. The public have a right under the FOIA Freedom of Information Act to not only request information but also get information. Okay,
Right.
Because this public information is not. See, in the past, you guys have. This is why I tell you guys, it's not your fault. Okay, I'm not here to damn any one of you. I'm here to educate you. Okay, because it's not your fault. I told Mr. McGill today that peace officers standardized training has done nothing in the last 30 years but to teach you guys how to go and get indicted.
Okay,
And-
let's cut to the chase here.
Well, there should be no
Let's
cutting
cut
to
to
the
the
chase
chase.
and freedom, sir.
What is it that you're asking for?
I know for a fact that the public has a right to come in and seek public information.
Okay.
Okay, and the people have a right to public
Okay.
information based on transparency and
You're asking
accountability.
for
Public
information.
information.
Okay. Have
And
you
then-
completed the documents? Have the documents been completed that they are asking for?
You see how I was just about to get to this point
That's
with
the
you, and then he
document
came
right
in.
That's the paper.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I come to my
Free
public
if he fills
building,
it out for him.
Mr. McGill.
It's $25 for him.
Okay.
He's trying to
No,
get him to do
it shouldn't
get
be.
for free.
It shouldn't be because any
Okay, so
stipulation on a
that's
right is
their-
a full taking.
So
Okay?
that's their rules.
No, their rules are not
So
law.
if you don't like their rules.
No, it's not that I don't like their rules.
Then
I
you
didn't
can
make them
file
more.
a
Did I
complaint
write them?
with the
And it's not
ethics
my
board.
opinion, sir. So
Until then,
no,
conversation's over. So let's either fill
no,
out the
the
paperwork and
conversation's
pay
not
the
over,
fee,
sir, because
or we're gonna leave.
what you're attempting to do right now is put a term or condition on my right. And what you're saying, I was just telling them I should be able to
Do
come
they
to this
want him out of
public.
here?
I am in a public place, sir. I have the right to be in this public place. You would be doing a highly egregious act if you tried to remove me from this public place just because they want me out. They don't have the duty to.
You're causing
They-
disruptions to their office.
No, I'm
Yes,
not.
Exactly
you are.
what you're doing.
Yes, you
No.
are.
You're stopping them from completing,
No.
from doing business.
No, that's a physical obstruction is a physical act, sirs. Okay, I cannot obstruct you merely because your feelings say that I obstructed you. I have to physically grab you and hold you.
Okay,
No.
time out. Here's the deal.
We go
they-
through this in this country every day, sir.
Time out.
Yes, sir.
Time out.
I will give you that. I will give you that respect.
Okay.
To time out for this instance.
All right, you
But
gotta
please
don't
try
zip
to
it in
tell
order for me to answer
leave
your
my public
question and
building.
respond to you.
Yes.
Are you done now?
I'm not going to tell you I'm done.
my
I'm just
turn
going
now?
to be quiet.
Okay, good. You are requesting information. They have provided you the avenue to obtain what you are requesting, and you are refusing to complete the steps of that
Negative.
process.
Negative, sir. And
So,
as far as I'm concerned,
unless you
sir,
want to
at
complete
this
that
time, though, sir, you
process,
telling me that.
they are not going to release
Yeah,
the
but sir,
information
you telling
to
me that just proved that you have not read the Ethics in Government Act of
I'm
1978,
not playing your
nor
game.
have you read. It's not a game, sir. These are not my opinions. These are statutory written in the NRS and the laws of this
They
nation.
would like him out of
You see what I'm saying?
If he doesn't.
Okay.
This is a public lobby, you guys.
They would like him out
Come
of
on,
the
let's
lobby.
go. Now we got this on camera, and let's go. Come on, get out of here. All of these guys just jacked us up.
Mr. Provost.
That was wrong of you.
Have a good day, man.
That was very wrong of you.
We're getting cooperation.
You guys are
Yeah.
No, you just have to
leave.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
We're being.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys asking us to leave the public lobby upon threat of arrest?
yes.
Leave the lobby.
Eliciting a trespass.
Let's go. Let's go. You guys are not good officers. You guys are in violation of NRS law. You guys are in violation of the statutes of Nevada.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay.
I get it.
No. You said out of that office.
Oh,
This
now
is the
you're
public
out
building
loud.
here. Okay,
Yeah.
guys? You're a good guy, Mr. Bill Beck. In the heart, okay? I can't speak for your
Absolutely.
performance.
So is everybody
Same with
else.
this guy, okay? I told him that
Exactly.
earlier.
So now
In
you
the
want to
heart,
leave.
Mr. Bill Beck. In the heart, mister. You are a good man, and I know it, right? But what you're allowing yourself to do right now is violate my
No.
rights under color of law.
You need to leave.
Well, you can...
You have an option. Everybody
Sir,
has options.
Sir, I implore you to watch... I implore you...
No,
I implore you...
you are
from
talking
this-
in the wrong place.
I implore
Outside.
you from this day forward
Outside.
to seek a relationship, a public relationship, not a private relationship with me,
Cheryl,
so that
Cheryl.
we can exchange information.
You
Cheryl.
need to
Sir?
seek
Yeah.
a relationship
Well,
with a law library.
no.
Understand the law
Yeah.
first.
You guys. This is
You're leaving.
a
Have a good day.
highly egregious, and you
Nice work.
limp
though. I
dick
like it.
pile of shits. Each and every single one of you small dick pricks.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You know what I mean?
Cocksucker.
Bill
There you
Beck.
go.
Bill Beck.
Absolutely, Bill Beck.
What, you think you have a right to freedom of speech?
I do.
You don't have no
Absolutely.
pecuniary duty, do you?
No, not right now.
Thank
not
you,
right
sir.
now.
Thank you, sir. You guys, what should we do? Let's just get in here and get out of here, okay? They'll probably try to retaliate. We need to go live. Set George's phone up to go live on your account.
We gotta go live on her, my account on her phone. We just go live on my phone if we need to go live. We need to get the fuck out of here is what we need to do.
Yeah. Especially when they start threatening. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep that on. Keep that rolling. Let's get out of here. Don't sit here and put it down. We're gonna keep that rolling. We're gonna get out of here. Just be normal. Little pieces of shit.
Yep. What do you call that? An elicited trespass? When they bring up a trespass on you, do
Yeah.
they want him out of here?
That was eliciting a trespass.
Do they want? I said that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they elicited a trespass.
Okay.
Plus, on top of it, those public service agents have no right to tell us to get out of a public building when we have not committed a crime. That just goes to show you that that the sheriff is a piece of shit, and he thinks that he can do whatever the fuck he wants. We saw this time and time again in America, you guys, with various auditors' videos and journalists' videos.
Just another
That
good
they
coddler.
think that they own the public, and they think that they, just like what Bill Beck did. Those motherfuckers weren't small dick people until they pulled that small dick shit. I wonder if that white car sitting there, see how it's moving now that we're moving? We need to go live. Why didn't you bring your phone that you could go live on?
It's right there.
Can you go live on this phone?
Yeah.
Go live on it then now.